Good evening. On behalf of my colleague Ann Martin and myself, I'm Earp, and I'd like to welcome you to our joint concert between the Symphonic Band and the String Orchestra. We're going to open tonight with a piece called Emperata Overture. Thank you so much. Here at MJC, when the pandemic hit, we shut down. Well, we didn't shut down, but the ensembles did. There was just no way to do it online, so we didn't have ensembles basically for a year and a half. And then these guys and I, we met up in August and went, okay, how do we do this again? But we managed to kind of figure it out. But also, I realized tonight that my tux also hadn't been worn in a couple of years. So I won't tell you the two places where it currently is taped. And that is a true story. Yeah, let me tell you about the next one. This is called Appalachian Counterpoint. And let me see here. Oh, here we go. This piece was commissioned by, and this is unusual, the University of Kentucky Tuba Euphonium Quartet. So the piece we're going to play was originally arranged for a tuba quartet. The work is based on a traditional Appalachian folk song, originally set as a lovely lilting lullaby. There is, however, a little feeling of lullaby in this work as it is transformed into an Appalachian fiddling tune, as the title of the work implies. The folk song is subjected to various contrapuntal treatment, as well as different harmonic, rhythmic, and metric guises. A slow and sonorous interlude separates the two fast sections of the pieces, and a rousing coda brings the work to an exciting conclusion. And if it was written by the composer, it's got to be true, right? And it was. Now, I have to check on Oscar. Oscar's our percussionist, and he's a one-man band back there, and he's got a million things to say. He's got a million things to set up and Tiffany to tune in between, so I always got to wait for the thumbs up for him, but I've got it. So here we go, Appalachian Counterpoint, originally composed for a tuba quartet. So, right before Thanksgiving, found out that my tuba player could not play a concert. And so Rose Thomas is not the one back there. His name is Keith Baltz, and he's amazing. So I want to say thank you to Keith for stepping in. Yeah, I think he got the music on Saturday and rehearsed it for a couple days, and then came to the rehearsal this afternoon, and here we are. So, thank you, Keith. The next piece is called Gambol, and no, I didn't spell it wrong. You may have thought that. Gotta find the spot where it gives me, I can always find it except when I'm looking for it. The term gambol means a skipping or leaping about in play. So that's what this sort of is, skipping and leaping about. And this is by Jack Stamp. It's got a lot of mixed meters, which is really difficult. It took us a while to get this thing to sort of glue together. But in its jumping and leaping about, it's kind of cantankerous, but I think you'll like it. So we're gonna play Gambol as soon as Oscar's ready. He's still tuning. So, I want to say thanks to everyone watching on the YouTube stream. Hello. If you're watching it live, thank you very much. Thank you for coming in and watching us. Thank you, audience. Everyone have a good Thanksgiving? Good. Good. Green bean casserole, thumbs up or thumbs down? Okay. Right. Cranberry sauce from a can or made fresh? No, a can, and then you slice them off. I'm just kidding. Got the thumbs up. Back to the music. Okay, Shell Game by Bruce Broughton. What he says here, and boy, this is true. It musically represents the old game of trying to find a pea hidden under one of the three shells, which are always in motion. The pea appears and disappears, and the game gets faster and faster until it ends with the final appearance of the pea in the shell game. And so that's what this musically is supposed to represent. The composer for this piece, I'll read you just some of his accolades. Bruce Broughton is best known for his many motion picture scores, including Silverado, Tombstone, The Rescuers Down Under, The Presidio, Miracle on 34th Street, Homeward Bound, Harry and the Hendersons. His television themes include The Oroville, Jag, Steven Spielberg's Tiny Toon Adventures, and Dinosaurs. His scores for television range from miniseries like Texas Rising, The Blue and Gray, to movies such as Warm Springs, O Pioneers, and countless episodes of television series such as Dallas, Quincy, Hawaii Five-0, and How the West Was Won. It goes on, but I'll sum it up for you. He's won Emmys. He was nominated for a Grammy. And yeah, his stuff's been performed all over. So this guy really knows what he's doing when it comes to composing. And he uses some really unusual tonalities and unusual colors. It gives it a very sort of unique sound. I hope you enjoy it. We enjoyed rehearsing it. Shell game. So you could hear those themes being passed around between those instruments and stuff. And sometimes it's, you think you see that P, and then sometimes you think you don't. At least that's what it was supposed to be. We're going to play this piece called Red Tails, and this is in honor of the Tuskegee Airmen. Despite adversity and limited opportunities, African Americans have played a significant role in the U.S. military history over the past 300 years. They were denied military leadership roles and skilled training because many believed they lacked qualifications for combat duty. Before 1940, African Americans were barred from flying for the U.S. military. Civil rights organizations and the black press exerted pressure that resulted in the formation of an all-African American pursuit squadron based in Tuskegee, Alabama in 1941. They became known as the Tuskegee Airmen. Tuskegee Airmen refers to all involved in the so-called Tuskegee Experience, the Army Air Corps program to train African Americans to fly and maintain combat aircraft. The Tuskegee Airmen included pilots, navigators, bombardiers, maintenance and support staff, instructors, and personnel who kept planes and pilots in the air. The military selected Tuskegee Institute to train pilots because of its commitment to aeronautical training. Tuskegee had the facilities, engineering, and technical instructors, and a climate for year-round flying. The first civilian pilot training program students completed their instruction in May of 1940. The Tuskegee program was then expanded and became the center for the African American aviation during World War II. So this is called Red Tails, and it is about the Tuskegee Airmen. Okay, next is Pursuit. Notice it's the same composer, right, as a couple tunes ago, Bruce Broughton. Let me tell you a little bit about him. He's best known for his many motion picture scores, including, we already did all that, right? I mean, I could read it all over again, just to stall and give time for Oscar, but instead I'll tell you that this is a fast and powerful cat and mouse chase full of dramatic energy and suspense. Who is the pursuer and who is the pursued? You decide. The piece is a dark and robust sonic adventure and leads to a definite and dynamic conclusion. If there's anyone in here who happens to be writing a paper for music appreciation, you're probably right now studying the modern and postmodern era, and what you're going to hear in this tune, even if you're not writing a paper, what you're going to hear in this tune is a lot of use of things like whole tone scale, which tends to obscure the home bass, the key, the tonic. It kind of doesn't have one. He also uses something called quartal harmony, and that's a big fancy word that means instead of harmonies in thirds, there's harmonies in fourths. But all of this goes together to create this sort of unusual sort of harmonic sound. It sounds very modernist, but you'll also hear hints of film score music and things like that. That's kind of the thing that comes through this type of music. So here we go, Pursuit. Thank you for coming out tonight. When we're done here, be a quick 10-minute intermission while they reset the stage for the string orchestra. So stick around for that. You're not going to want to miss it. We're going to close tonight with Russian Sailor's Dance. This is from Reinhold Gliere's opera called The Red Poppy. And this is a very famous dance theme from it. You can kind of hear those Russian sailors kind of dropping to their knees and kicking their feet out. At least that's supposed to be the effect. It's a really popular piece. You'll probably recognize it, even if you don't recognize it by title. So we will close with this, and again, thank you for coming out. Thank you so much. We really worked hard this semester. It's great to be back playing live. All right, stick around for Ann Martin and the String Orchestra.
On the far wall back by the piano are all ready to set up the stage. Thank you. Thank you guys for the great semester. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. We are so happy to be performing for a live audience. We're really glad that you're here. Our first piece is a French dance from the Renaissance, arranged by Deborah Baker-Mudley. We're going on a little musical journey today. We started in France and now we will be going to China. Jasmine Flower is a setting of a folk song from the provinces of southern China. It's used in Chinese New Year celebrations, and it was also featured during the 2004 Olympics. In this piece, you'll hear percussion in addition to the strings. And now we are off to Finland with an arrangement from the symphonic poem Finlandia by Sibelius. You may recognize this melody as a hymn, Be Still My Soul. Today, this melody is regarded as Finland's unofficial national anthem. Megan Torkelson is going to introduce our next piece.
Game of Thrones was a wildly popular TV show based on a series of books by George R.R. Martin. It became well known for drama, violence, and killing characters. It also cemented its place in pop culture with an iconic theme song that you're about to hear, that was composed by Ramin Djawadi. Listen for the melody to start in the cellos and the violas, as they made use of their lower register and the C string.
Thank you. So I have a quiz question for the audience. This is especially for Andy. Are any of you old enough to remember the Smothers Brothers? Just raise your hand and admit it. Oh, there's plenty of us out there. So the Smothers Brothers did a really fun rendition of our next tune, which is Boil That Cabbage Down. So this is an American folk tune. I think there's about 55 verses. I'm not going to sing any of them. You should be thankful for that. It has African roots, this American tune, And on this one, I'd like you to listen for the slap bass from Amaya and Lana. And that was Osmani. You might hear him playing Bighorn later. That might happen. So I'm very happy that some of the students from the beginning strings class joined us and brought that Cabbage down, and they'll also join us in the next tune, which is When the Saints Go Marching, in the anthem of New Orleans, Louisiana, made famous by Louis Armstrong with his jazz version. So, When the Saints Go Marching In. Now, I wanted to have a sing-along, but then, aerosols, COVID. So I have a new idea. We're gonna have a hum-along. I'll be listening. You'll be humming. So I also want to tell you that the last two pieces, well, like Cabbage and Saints, these are two pieces we learned by ear instead of using written music. So we're learning both ways. So you hummed so well that I do have a new job for you. Okay, I bet you can guess what it is. Da 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 da, da 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 da. I think you got it. That was excellent. We do have a guest conductor. Where's my baton? So let's talk about percussion for a minute. There were a lot of percussion instruments, some of them more typical than others. So I'm going to introduce our percussionists and their instruments. We have snare. Thank you, Samantha. We have Claude. Thank you, Peyton. Woodblock. Samantha and suspended cymbal. Cowbell. Virtuoso flexitone playing. I love that one. Slapstick. Duck call. Ratchet. Bicorn. Police whistle. And a virtuoso performance on slide whistle by Taylor. He practiced for hours to do that, I let you know. Our last piece is a medley from Pirates of the Caribbean, and I think I'm going to put on another hat. We recently got off a pirate ship and decided to come play this for you.
Pirates ready?
so much. Live music is so much fun. So we want you to come back tomorrow night for the community orchestra concert and on Friday night for our choir concert. So we'll see you just about every evening this week. Thanks again for coming to our concert. We enjoy playing for you.